May profits be upon you. Hey, hey, hey. We're going to take a look at New Zealand dollar USD. All right, US dollar. All right. First thing we're going to take a look at is the RT money meter. The RT money meter tracks the rate of change in each individual currency from a futures perspective over a period of 15 weeks. And I update it every week. This helps us make clearer decisions when it comes to picking a pair to trade. We want to see weak against the strong for the highest probabilities of successful trades, right? So look at the US dollar. Last week, it was at 4.82. This week, it's at 6.80. It is on the upswing. That's a nice little boost of strength there. It's been ranked #1 for weeks because there is a flight to safety going on globally speaking. So this pair is very strong, right? Especially when compared to the other ones. Now, if we look at the pound, not the pounds, I'm sorry, the New Zealand dollar, it's been ranked near the bottom. Matter of fact, if we look at it from a 3-week perspective, we can see that it was at #7 2 weeks ago as well. All right, it went from -827, swinging up a little bit, 1 percentage point to -722 last week. But this week, oh my God, it's at -10. That is a significant step down, a significant swing to the downside. So these are the kind of pairs that you want. The weak ones that are actually getting weaker and the strong ones that are actually getting stronger. This is a great pair to trade. All right. So let's look at the pair. Let's do a quick top-down analysis. Starting with the monthly, we can see we've been bearish since February 2021. All right. And it's been lower lows and lower highs all day, every day. All right. Easy to see. All right. I want to make sure you understand that the US dollar is going to have some potential turbulence, all right, coming up this week. July 7th, July 6th, 7th, and 8th. That's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. FOMC, ADP, NFP. Just watch out for those areas, those days. You want to make sure that you're trading carefully during that time because of the potential volatility that can enter the markets. Okay. Very bearish on the monthly. Look at that impulse, a bit of correction, and another impulse. I want you to make note that we filled that wick 2 months ago. All right. Last month was a very bearish, very momentum filled wick. I mean, a candle here, and we have the continuation. And this new wick, the new candle, has not formed an upper wick yet, and it just opened and it fell. All right. And where did it fall to? This zone of demand here. This should be blue. So we want to be careful. We want to be careful of that. We could see some carryover from this touch. All right. It's just a sensitive area of contact, and we might see a bit of a pullback. We might see a bit of a pullback, but ultimately, I'm looking at this as a very bearish time frame, very bearish market on the monthly, from a monthly perspective. All right, you see that we filled in the fair value gap, the imbalance here. Boom, boom. And we can see that we're filling in these wicks. The sellers are in control here on the weekly. There is no doubt about that. Look at that impulse. Look at this correction, impulse correction, and I'm looking for more impulse, all right, to the downside. This is a weekly zone of demand, and that's what we're hitting. Do I think this has the potential to reverse? Well, understand that we would have to see a strong US dollar become very weak in order and cooperate with that move, and I don't see that happening. All right. So I am bearish with these lows being taken out, the structure being taken out. Look at that. Look, we broke higher and then came down, breaking that structure there. All right. I don't see US dollar reversing, NZD reversing. All right, let's look at the, I just did that. Let's look at the daily. And what do we see on the daily? All right. First of all, we're just going to look at what's in front of us. All right. Comes into the market here bullish, bearishly. We have a little bit of a pullback and a continuation of the bearish momentum. Do we come back and take that top out? Let's take a look. Yeah. Come on, man. This mess. All right. We did steal some price, did come back and take that the liquidity, but the supply held. The supply zone that was formed here held. Can you see this? Say yes or no. Give me some feedback. All right, in the comment section. All right. Form this little M pattern. I hate even mentioning M patterns. All right, because people swear by them, and it's like, okay, did the M pattern work? Did the M pattern work here? Did it come back up and test that neckline, and then we can take a short from here? Did that happen? No, no. Like somebody's going to be saying, but it didn't happen yet. Okay, it didn't happen yet. Just trade however you want to trade. I don't care. All right. But price did have an impulse here on the daily and a correction. And we see that we broke structure, broke that low. And when I point out the lows, you got to ask yourself, was that demand? Was that supply? You got to say there was a demand here. There was demand here, and price closed below it. All right. And what did it do? It came back up to this supply. Hello, give me some supply here. Came back up to this supply. I'm always looking for the flip. All right, I wish it would have came up to this one, but it came up to this wick, to this supply on the daily. All right, to give us a high probability trade to the downside. All right, if you caught it, leave me some feedback on that, because I do believe I gave an update on the NZD pairs and the possibility of a pullback and then some downside action. All right, help me out here. All right, so what am I looking for here? I'm looking for a price after seeing it being sensitive here, maybe a little pullback, but we're going to fill that wick. We're going to fill that wick. Oh, that wick going to get filled. All right, so we're going to the 4 hour where we make our money. All right, I'm removing all of this. Okay, come on, man. we already understand that we just tapped a higher time frame zone of demand. All right, but we also understand, if I can get this to do it right, we also understand that we've broken demand here. All right, price came back, tested this unmitigated zone of supply for the flip from demand to supply flip, and we took it down. That was a very profitable trade. But here's the deal. What are we expecting now? Price took out this low. This was demand on the 4 hour. You understand? And I'm going to write that in. I'm just going to look out for you. I'm just going to look out for you. All right. I'm going to draw this in here so we can see it clearly. Look how I'm marking it now. All right, that's demand here. 4 out. You know what? I'm starting to, you know what? I'm gonna have to talk to IT about this, man, because all right, so I got a 4 hour demand zone here. All right. Price has broken this 4-hour demand zone, zapped it. So what do I naturally do? I look for the supply that was left behind, of course. All right. Now this zone, actually, I would mark it from here because this is that institutional looking candle there. It takes a lot of institutional kind of money, mega money, to move that candle up to this supply. All right. Hold on, let me make sure I got the right colors on this thing. All right, move it up to this supply and have this supply hold. All right, drop with an impulse to the downside and a correction to the upside. This area where you see these wicks rejecting, this is a rejection zone. Do you understand? And there was an imbalance here. Look at that imbalance move. All right, price is coming up to fill that imbalance. I would love to see price come up here and tap this zone of supply. I would love to see it. Why? Because that's going to give us a great price. It's going to give us a great price. I'm looking hard at this area. All right. And you see how we rejected from this area? You look for, as soon as it touches, we are in this zone. So I would start looking for my setup higher high, a break below that low. Got to break that structure point there, and then a return to impulse. I'm looking for this. This is what I'm looking for in this zone. Okay. So it will be no mystery what I'm looking for. A high, a pullback, a higher high, a low breaking that structure point there, that low, and a return to impulse, RTI, right? That respects that high, and then down. And I'm looking for it now. I'm starting to look for it now. You understand? Because we've already almost filled in this this fair value gap. And that fair value gap, I would believe, that gap on the higher time frame, that gap is already filled. All right. So look for this gap from the bottom of this candle, this candle to the top of this candle. I'm looking for price to at least get up there. And if we get that, I'm looking for a 15-minute confirmation entry to take a short. I hope you understand that. I hope that's easy to follow. I think it is. I love this price action. I love a demand to supply flip. So this is the setup. I hope you think I deserve a like on this. I hope you find benefit in it. Leave a comment so that I can hear from you. I like to interact with my viewers. All right. I'm leaving the futures outlook on your screen right now because that's going to give you information about each individual currency and whether you see the structural strength or the structural weakness in it individually, so it can better inform you as to which pair you want to trade this upcoming week. I'm leaving it on your screen right now. All right. And I want you to watch that video. Watch it to the end and get informed. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Do make sure you subscribe to my channel. Catch the updates. I gave a lot of updates this past week. All right. Always check that community message board on my channel. I will see you in the next video. Thanks.